If you're watching this on a replay, this was a live reading. So let's get into it, Pisces, as we get some people in here. Pisces, for a lot of you guys, you've been feeling this energy. It's like you might not even know, but you feel this energy of, a little bit of negativity. Now, this could be, some of you guys know because you could have cut somebody off. This could be in the workplace. This could be in love. Let's see who's in the house. Who's the first one in here? But you're making some people mad. Queen Dream, baby. Dallas, Texas. Oh, Cliff in the house. Let's see. Erica's in here. April. Y'all ready or what? Because you guys have some people. Yes, boy, you got some people mad. Miami, Florida in the house. Erica, yes. Look at this. So, yes, some of you guys, look, it says check in with your body. So some of you guys may need to check in and you're like, Infinite, I'm fine as fuck. I'm feeling good. Well, somebody's checking you out. But for real, for some of you guys, it's a release, this tension. You feeling somebody you could have been angry because a person couldn't commit. A person, if you're harvesting energy like anger towards somebody else, release it because you got some good things coming towards you. As I was sitting back, getting ready for you guys, smoking my little Cuban, I got 2 cards that came out, actually 3. But as you guys are getting in, Cali, baby, pura de la buena over there, April, right? Nashville, Tennessee, baby. Yes. You got people mad and you know it and you love it, right, Brittany? You're like, fuck yeah, it's my time to shine. These putas, these bitches, they you suppressed too much already. I was happy. I lost 300 pounds. Man, congratulations to you, baby. You already know you were holding on to too much of people's BS, I got this dude mad. You know why you got somebody mad? This card is for you. You look, because they want to be more than friends. And you might have said, hey, hold up. These nalgas are not just for anybody, And they know, like, it says right here, just being near you is intoxicating. This is because when they're near your energy, they never felt it before, guys. Not a Pisces, but they mad. Yeah, if you're drawn to, you have Pisces somewhere in your chart, you're using your energy. And Pisces energy, baby, is, if you know about Pisces energy and you know how to use it, like, yo, that's the 12th house. That's like fantasy. Like your energy is like, yo, espérate, cabrón. If you're a lady, you're like, espérate, cabrón. You don't even know the power I got. Yo, they've never felt that energy. That fantasy world, boy, you could take them. They've never even, it's almost like Fantastic Voyage is what I heard. Remember that song? From Bosnia, what's going down? 5614. If I call you guys by your number, man, just bear with me because it's easier for me to just say I don't want to put your name. Pisces, baby, in the house, right? California. Tell me or not. Like, yo, fuck with the Pisces, your energy, either they can come correct or I was gonna say they could come up missing. But that's your energy. You could come up missing, like you pull your energy back and you're like, bitch, you were in fantasy land, bitch. I was the one with the good energy. And they made you feel like it was them. No, espérate. Look, give yourself some credit for doing a good job at this whole living thing. See, some of you guys, you're from a different planet. Maybe you're from my planet, where I come from. That planet between Jupiter and Saturn, you can't really see it. It's called planet I don't give a fuck. Right? You could use some self-care time like right now. See, look at these planets. See, someone is in need of your love. And look, it says offer it to them. So this could be somebody new. This is somebody you could have said, you know what? And you could be a little bit standoffish. If it's an old person, it says say goodbye to your past. This is not somebody from your past. somebody that you need to offer that good love. This is for some of you. This is a lot for the new person, for you to open up to new opportunities when it comes to love, cherishing. Like, don't be standoffish. You know what happened in the past? Look, say goodbye to it. It's lost in the galaxy. Like, yo, you're on a new journey, and there's somebody that is pissed. Look, because you said, I'm grateful for what? Put it in the comments for this spiritual lesson. And they don't understand. They're like, Pisces, what do you mean a spiritual lesson? Bitch, you go look in YouTube and find out. I'm on my spiritual journey. And when you pull your energy back, baby, and you start saying that, and you start to take care of yourself, you say goodbye to your past. And some of them are lost out here. Where's Pisces? Onde está mi Pisces, my little fish? Bitch, you slipped through their hands. See? They regret lying to you. I don't know why I got this deck, but for a lot of you guys, this is somebody from your past. And now that you pulled your energy back, because for a little while, you know how this works. You know, guys, if not, you're learning. You're learning how it works. Yeah, you're going to cry. You're going to be like, how could I have been? And some of you guys are so hard on yourself. How could I have been so dumb this? And you weren't. You were going through an experience. It says, I wish I had treated you better. And look, the flowers dying, you know, this is them. They're like, mm-mm. I I hid, and I feel for a lot of you guys, this is you. I hid who I really am from you. Because for a lot of you guys, you wanted love. You want to feel love. Like I've told you guys, and I'm being real, like I don't sit here whether I'm a man or you know, I'm gonna tell you how it is. And I tell guys too when they call me for advice, and I'm like, bitch, the woman sometimes you don't even hit it right. A lot of us guys we don't hit it, and they love us so much that they'll pretend because they love us, and we're over here thinking we're king dingaling, you know. Not all of us, you know. You learn, but they regret when you leave and you pull back. Ain't nobody gonna lick their balls like you did. Ain't nobody gonna be riding them backwards like I and you really want to say that's it. You really want to say that, but you have love for this person, and they missed that, and you lost who you were. And for some of my Pisces men, we love like yo, we'll be down there doing all kinds of shit, and we're like, fuck, are you ready? No, just a little more, all pinchy mustache, looking like little twist, like back in the days, you know. And if you're a man that likes to please your woman, they miss that. The other fuckers that don't even want to go down. They want to just hit it like in 2 minutes, and they think they're you know king dingling, and your woman misses like yo. You probably were like me. Hey, vete a bañar, go take a shower. I'm taking one too. We're both gonna get down like two little fishes, you know, chasing each other. So for a lot of you guys, you let go with love, and you really hid who you were. You're understanding that on the spiritual journey, you're letting go of guilt and shame. Like, yo, you are who you are, and you're opening up to what your journey is. You know, some of you guys could have suppressed that love. And when you do your shadow work, it has to do something, you know, with you know, somebody. If you had a partner that shamed you, like, yo, God is gonna put somebody that's gonna love you from your toes, like from your toes. So make sure you get a pedicure, bitch. You know, no pinchy. You might get one that he don't care. He might get his teeth are like a beaver, and he'll fucking you know fucking kill those bunions for you. I love you anyways, you know. But no, be careful. And for my guys, make sure wash your damn feet, fool. She riding you backwards, and she can smell like se va a desmayar. She's gonna fucking die. What type of life I'm coming to across? This is real. This is your energy. If you were here, you're like, yo, you need to be able to express it. And this is, look, you're hiding who you are. Like, yo, like I'm telling you, if you came into this life and you're tripping out, you're really gonna be like, yo, I'm not suppressing this shit. You're looking at God. God, is this guy real? And God's looking like, yo, I put him there for you to open up, to know who you are. I don't want you to hide yourself. I don't want you to give the nalgas everywhere. That means ass. If you guys ever don't know Spanish, nalgas means your butt. Y'all put it in the comments. And what God is trying to help you understand that, yo, in the past as you were growing up, there was something that could have happened to where you hide yourself. Who do you truly want to be? Because for a lot of you guys, your energy, it allows the other person to open up. Like if you're a female, most of you guys are females. Yo, your love, and then you open up in with your intimacy, and this fool's like this, oh, thinking acá, and you're like, you hold back. I'm telling you, Pisces, your energy is the 12th house. Look at it. It's fantasy and everything. Like, yo, like pinche Pisces likes to get down and you hold yourself back. What are they gonna think? What is another person? And you feel guilt and shame, but it's not your problem. God made you a certain way. Are you able to tap to who you truly want? Your kinkiness, your sexiness. You have a way to walk. Like I'm talking to when you're intimate with your person, not just acá. Some of you guys, if you went down that route where you were a little acá, promiscuous, and then you pull back, and you're understanding, yo, nobody, not just anybody deserves it. And some of you guys with your little calzoncitos, you can walk like yo, and some of you guys are stepping into this world where you're like, whoa, whoa, hold on, pinchy gorilla. Hold on. We're not in a fucking, you know, I'm not here for a quick fast and the furious, bitch. No, no. Before we get you know, the oven running, baby, you gotta warm it up. Take it easy. Kiss these nalgas, bite them. Yo, wait a minute. No, 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 no. Start right here. Some of you guys have to train these fuckers. I'm gonna act like I don't know shit. You could train me all you want, mamacita. So for some of you guys, you're gonna know who you are. Some person from your past might say, I hid who I was, you know. I hid who I was. I don't know. But for a lot of you guys, this is you. And this is what this is if you're still dwelling with the past, infinite, but they did me like this, yo, throw that shit away. Good thing they did you that way. You could be like, yo, this was my spiritual lesson. They did me that way. They don't deserve this. Pinche nice looking nipple, una chichi más grande que el otro. Some of us have one huevo bigger than the other. It's still, it shouldn't matter. A person should love you for what your energy is. Because some of you guys are gonna be like, bitch, look at me in the eye. He's gonna be, what? Todo with one eye here. What do you mean? No, no, you're not ready for this, pinche panecito. Hold up, and I feel that for you. I feel that for you. That's what I'm feeling. Look how it's getting dark, and some of you guys, you could be like infinite, but I don't like the lights. No, la chingada. Some of you guys, you're gonna start turning the lights, and it's gonna scare the guy. What do you mean? Let's turn off the lights. It'll be the opposite. What do you mean? No, I wanna see. A ver que. Let's see this big dingling guy, and the guy's gonna wait a minute. I see he's gonna shrink his huevitos or something. I don't know. I'm picking that up, guys. What's going on, Queen Dream? Right? I took good. I look good in the light. That's right, baby. I'm telling you. Look, and some of you guys, when you take that energy back, look, they're gonna be like, "Hey, Pisces, what's up?" They might even do that deep voice. What's up? Bitch, when you have him acá, he's like, I, because you're gonna hold him like, bitch, you're not gonna finish before me. What the fuck? And you're taking your power back. Look, you're like, no, I'm not available. I'm calling infinite, bitch. 1-800-888 de volada. And see, and they're gonna be finding out the truth. This is you. This could be you. Like, yeah, you know what, infinite, you right. If you're married, you're gonna be like, nah, 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 la chingada. You just want to come here and after I cooked and everything, and then you want to sit on the couch. You want to sit on the couch. Let me watch TV. No, bitch. What about me? And you're gonna bring them back. If you gotta buy a leash and a little whip, maybe you make it fun. No, no, no. Get over here. But I'm tired. No, no. Your tongue. You want to talk so much shit. Let me see. Let's exercise that tongue. Orale. left, right, left, and you know, because the power's in the tongue. You're like, no, no, no. If he has big ears and nose, you're like, I didn't know Infinite that this would come in handy. Big ass nose, he's right there in his fucking ears. If he don't have no hair, but you gotta grab the ears. He probably has more hair on his ears. You're like, "Vente, cabrón." Anyways, let's keep it pushing forward. I'm not available. And you might be telling them, yo, if you just want to come in and just acá and this, I'm not available. I'm available here, but down here, baby, como que no. And if you're a man, you have to know how to work it. You can't be rude. She'll fucking leave like a mother. Oh, I got infinite will call. You have to be sexy about it. Like, este pinche chilito, you gotta warm it up. You gotta be. So if you're a male watching, you're probably laughing your ass off because you know your 12th house. You know how to, you know, caress a woman. You know that, yo, you take them on a different trip. Like, yo, I can't. They could be trying to rush you and everything. You're a Pisces man. You're like, wait a minute, cabrona. What do you mean? They never had that. Yo, don't take your underwear off. Deja que yo te lo quite, and you do it with your teeth and you just bring this because you might have your room and everything fixed up like with lights and everything. They're like, whoa, they never seen that for my Pisces man, right? But he told me to hurt me, but my dad came against. So it says, I told him I loved me and my baby girl more than I loved him. Ah, cabrón. We can't hit a leg. The card didn't. Oh, hell. I'm telling you, I don't know who's this message, but for a lot of you guys, this is coming up. Look, you came closer than anyone, you know, and this could be like, yo, you were almost there. Like Pisces, you might be ruthless. Like, you're like, infinite, I'm not wasting. Nah. Mm-mm. You and I were too young, you know, and they came closer. So this could be somebody from your past, and we were too young. Yeah, right. Parecían conejos. But even then, you know, they came closer than anybody. So some of you guys, this could be somebody way, way from your past. No contact with Gemini, man. But this is what is done. Look, I hid who I am, really. So some of you guys, you're gonna, it's gonna be different. Let's see. Let's try something else. Let's try a different card. So what's the gossip on Pisces? Look, this is what I was gonna do at lunch. These are the cards, but then I got wrapped up in lunch. Y'all hit the like button, share, and look, false witness and traitor. So a lot of you guys, you took your power back. Whatever dynamic, and look, you're speaking up. There's something about it. What is it? It says, "Con dinero baila el chango." So for a lot of you guys, there was a person that could have had a little bit more power over you, and that's, you know, with money, you can make the fucking monkey dance. And in other words, I feel like the ball is, you know, the tables are turning, is what I heard. And it says right here, Proverbs, plot no evil against your neighbor. Imagine if this was your neighbor, but a lot of you guys, you chose peace instead of evil. And I'm telling you guys, if you're mad, oh, they did this to me, infinite. When you take that energy back, yo, it's almost like King Dingaling that left you. If you're a female, like, yo, they're gonna be like, man, it's not the same. The other woman that they come across, they're not gonna treat them the same. They might even tell them like, that's it. They might be blunt, and that's their karma. If you're a male, like you're listening to this, and this woman took off with another man, they're just gonna leave them to the side. Like, yeah, well, they don't care, and then they want to crawl back to you, man or woman. They want to come back because they want that Pisces love, that energy. Some of you guys, because you know how to manifest. Like if you know the 12th house, yo, like you're good. You need to understand Pisces, regardless. You have a way to manifest. You have a way to see the future, to foresee. God gave you a gift, a talent. Use it for good or use it for evil, bitch. This is what I heard. Man or woman. So a lot of you guys, you don't have to worry if this is something with court. They don't want you to be this control freak. Okay, you don't want to. You don't want to have a favorite number. Let's see. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened, but it said something right there. I'm not gonna lie. I've reacted like that before. See, yo, doesn't it feel good to let it out and be like, yo, I was like that before, and then you pull back and 3, 5. Let's see, 8. Okay, let me think of a number because I don't know what that said. It said I have a favorite number. The number 3, Lynn, that number 3, what I picked up right now, you love happiness. You like to have fun. The number 5, I'm just picking up. You're a person that loves change, or you need to step into this energy of change to not take things personal. You know what I'm saying? Don't take personal. And when you start to learn how to change, like to embrace the change, you're gonna see so much joy. The number 3, like I said, happiness. If you're number 8, yo, you understand that what you put out, you'll receive. So when you stop taking things, it was said, I heard for granted. When you start just not giving a fuck about how people do you and you do good and push it forward, yo, that good comes back to you. Be very careful because some of you guys could be life path 8 and research that. The number 1, you're a leader. You're a fucking leader and you know what you want and you're gonna go after it. Number 2, number 2, very playful. I don't know what that means, but let's push it forward. 13, baby, 13, you're dangerous. 67, that's 13 again. Some of you guys, that's Scorpio energy. You love the unknown. You love to go to the dark and you carry it inside. Like you're like, fuck. You're afraid to show people that. But guess what? When you own it, like the kukui, man, if the kukui comes, you're like, bitch, let me fuck this shit out of you. Like the kukui could come as a girl, like yo, like Llorona, bitch. That bitch will be yelling and crying. I'm, I left Pisces house. If you're a woman, you're like, fuck you. But yeah, number 7 is you're just lucky. Coco Briss, you're like, yo, you could gamble, reap what you sow. Yeah, I look happy. You look happy. Yes. I was gonna go commando on live, but then I was like, fuck that. I don't want to be Frank and Beans, you know? I didn't have a button. I wore shorts. You are right. On the 8, yes, you gotta be careful. And there's something that you're meant to speak up of. And a lot of you guys, yo, I don't know how this thing gets out of here. Let me put it over here. I don't anyways. At least on my screen, this I don't well, anyways, so something you're gonna speak up. And that could be like what I'm speaking of, like who you are. This is even you in a relationship. This is you entering a relationship and you're like, you know what, I'm not going to sit here and hide. I like you, but I don't need you. I want you, but I don't need you. And for once in your life, you're going to speak up and really be, before you give up the cookies. If you're a lady, you're like, yo, I want you, you look good and everything, but you've already been that road. Like, yo, you know, what about me? Are you gonna caress me? Are you gonna kiss me? Are you gonna bite me? Are you gonna whisper some nice things in my ear? Like, yo, like, I, are you just gonna be the one that, let me just put it in? No, you wanna play? Like, yo, if he tells you, let me put the tip in. Come on, just a little bit. You wanna giggle. You wanna make the little booty jiggle. You know, like, wait a minute. Like, you're not rushing. You're owning who you are. You know, and you might even put the guy on the spot and say, "You dance for me, bitch. I want to see you jiggle those balls. I bet. Let me see how you shake it." That playfulness, yo, that playfulness is gonna be. I don't know how to dance, bitch. You're not getting these nalgas. Dance for me. And some of you guys, that playfulness, yo, 999. Ooh, you're ready for new change. You're adventurous. That 999, you're adventurous. 777, you're like, bitch, I'm getting all the luck that I want on my spiritual journey. 21, baby, I like that. That 21 is like that's almost like feeling you like that number 21. That could be favorite. It's almost like you feel like when you first able to drink, like, yo, I'm going into the club, that energy, and you harness it. Even when you're older, you're like, man, I'm ready. And some people can't handle that energy. 44, baby, 44 is like an 8. Like 44, I feel you're gonna be older and you don't give a fuck. You're gonna still have that childlike. They say 44, something about Psalms 44. Check it out. But 3, yeah, 3 is fucking energy, is happiness. The 111. I feel like you're ready to start. And I'm gonna be honest, I heard you don't give a fuck about 1111 if it's your twin flame from here on. You're just starting fresh wherever you're like, you love your spiritual journey, or you're gonna learn how to love it. The 911, bitch, you dangerous. You dangerous, boy. You have this spark for like, you can love danger, but when you come in the room, ooh, you get attention. Or if you're not owning your energy with that 911, oh my God, you like fast. Like, you better hit it fast, but you better not come quick. I'm telling you, you're gonna be like, espérate, cabrón. Look, payback. And you have a crossword. Do you want to pay somebody back and be getting that energy? Because you're on this spiritual journey. You're meant to speak up and say your truth, but sometimes you just gotta wait for the moment when God aligns you, because you're at the crossroad. Look at this. You could go this way or you could go that way. You could get with this or you could get with that, is what I'm hearing. So a lot of you guys, this is where you're at. 333, baby, in the house. That's like a lot of happiness. A lot of happiness. Look, uni and then 3 and 8, like you, money. I've heard money and the power, money and the power. Yeah, 7-Eleven, you like to gamble. You should be a risk taker. The 444, you love stability. Like you could be running naked in your house and you don't even try it. You kind of hold back. Pisces, with that 444, you're like, man, I want somebody that can run naked after me. I heard. Yes, Queen Dream with the 7-7. Like, yo. And I'm just pick, picking that up, like 777, like, and the 888, like you, when you embody that 88 number, like, yo, it could mean in love, but money comes to you easily and effortlessly once you align with yourself, and you have to protect yourself. You're on this road and you're gonna be recharging your battery. After this video, you're gonna really know who you are. You're gonna sit back and you're gonna think, and you're gonna want to be alone for a little bit, and you're really gonna change your life. This is where you're gonna connect with the universe. You're gonna be saying, God, if you're really real, like, yo, give me a sign. And then God looks back and he says, I ain't giving you shit, Pisces. Show me how much you want to come after my heart. And you know what? Things will happen. You'll go on this journey and there's no right or wrong, because God is watching and he sees how much you're gonna cry, how much you're gonna trust with your like faithful, like things will come towards you, challenges, and he wants you to cry. God, you said you were gonna be here. And then when you're demanding, like, God, I trusted you. You said you were gonna help me. And then God laughs, like, bitch, I'm here for you. I wanted you to cry for me only because God is a jealous God. And when he says, and nobody's perfect. So you can't say, well, I drink or I have a habit, and I have substance. No, God don't give a fuck about that. God wants you to be, yo, like, I'm crying for you. You said you were going to help me. You said my journey is all about happiness, because that is your birthright. Nobody should be able to take that away from you. So look, you're on this crossroad and you could be like, man, how am I going to be successful? I don't know how to get rid of this thing. Drag it to end. Okay. I'm learning this technology, eh? He's the one that led me. Start doing lives, yo. Before in the past, I even had to hold back. So that's how your journey is. When you stay obedient, because, yo, remember what I've said in my lives. God, when you align, God says, I will bless those who bless you. I will curse those who curse you. So then you don't seek no validation. That's why when it was saying like who you hid who you were, God doesn't want you to hide how freaky you are, how combative you are. He wants you to be moderate, like for you to be able to, handle that so you're not out of control. That's what life is all about, is you to be able to manage and control who you are and know who you're going to give that energy and who you're not. God created you perfect in his eyes, for you to have experience in your life, not to be, to live here and you're crying and, oh, I should have done this. No, he wants you, to do things with love, with kindness. If you got to exit a relationship, do your best. If that other person doesn't understand, do your best to make them understand. We're supposed to be in freedom. You don't want to come with me? You don't want to be freaky with me no more? There's some people, they're crazy. They're like, well, I can't. Well, they'll bring another person in there, like, and then they're happy. But it's weird. They're right there jerking off, watching somebody else banging, like, "Está loco." That's crazy. I don't know who needed to hear it, but that's what they enjoy, and you can't knock that off. That's how they get down. That's how they get down. See, look, you're breaking cycles. Oh, la chingado. Don't be like my cousin. He came from Mexico. He was right there, and he's like, "Mira, this dude, he said, come on." And then he was all like tripping. No, este güey me quiere coger también. Ándale, cabrón, ya se lo andaban cogiendo. So, there's craziness everywhere. But look, you're meant to shine. And this is at any level, guys. Some of you guys are meant to shine big, and some of you guys, you're meant to feel like this. How is this feeling? This is you being yourself. This is you walking with pride. Like, I didn't come here to suffer. And you might have. Mira, Pisces, for a lot of you guys, if this isn't a family, you're gonna have siblings that could be mad, and they're looking at like your parents. Let's say you're young and Pisces, you're going to college and you're having a good time, and then you have older siblings. They're like, you're not supposed to do this and that, and they're mad because they weren't able. They didn't have the courage to tell, your parents or their parents, I'm gonna study. Maybe a lot of people that I mentor, I'm like, you came here to be the first one, to be born. You have advantages as a first, and you have disadvantages. And the young one has advantages and he has disadvantages. So when you learn to really look at things from a higher perspective, you'll start to drop this hatred, this jealousy. You have advantages as the first one, man or woman, as the first child. The one in the middle has his advantage or her advantages. So then you start to let go of, oh, look at them. Whether you're young or wherever you're placed, you start to let go because they came to experience to be the first child. You had to take care of the siblings, and these fuckers now, they wear whatever they want, or at least for the older generation, if you know. So when you let go and you're like, let me make the best out of my life. And then you start to get on this journey where people are going to be mad. They're going to be hurt. They're going to be mad. They're furious because you took your power back. They don't even understand how or why. Because this hurt, the enemy, the devil, that it's a spiritual warfare. And Pisces, you guys, if you tap into who you are, you'll know Pisces. Like if you're doing tarot, you ought to know your planets. God wants you to know your planets. Why? Because some of you guys are gonna help others. You're gonna be like, mijo, that's okay. Or mija, whatever. But Pisces, you're some of you guys, you could have told your person, like, bitch, don't mess around. And you were seeing it in their dreams. I'm not gonna lie, some of you bitches, you put GPSs and you acted like you were a bruja, but you have a GPS on their ass, bitch. I know you're here. And then you show up with a baseball bat or fucking spray paint, bitch. And this bitch is messing with your dude. And some of you guys, you take care of your business. You're like, I'm not letting the fucking enemy take my relationship away. Now, if your person wasn't King Dingaling, you're like, fuck that. You can have him. I want a new one, Lord. That's what I picked up. You're like, I ain't fighting for that, man or woman. You could be like, I'm not gonna fight for that. God, no, 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 no. Here's the moon coming out right there. You're like, no, no, no. I want something new, Lord, and I don't want that back over here refurbished. Ni madres, I want new, right? Some of you guys are like that. Look, I released God with love. And then 3 times already, like, no, no, you promised me. I want a new experience. I put up my boundaries, like you said. I'm looking, and God wants you to be honest. And that person, if they're meant to go through their spiritual journey and maybe come back. Look at Osana, he was a prostitute. Even Osana was like, fuck, she left with the rich guy. I don't give a fuck. I'm making my little pottery and everything. He's doing good. He's like, fuck, me voy a ir a la cantina. I'll pick me up a new one. And then God's like, no, go get the He was probably pissed. But you know what? God is number one and he's in charge. And I cried. I'm like, por favor, Dios, una nueva. Don't Yo, I mean, I gotta tell it how it's coming down because for some of you guys, it is your men, and you know what? They're gonna be furious if you come back together with your person. And imagine this is what I'm getting because we're laughing and. Let's be honest. Some of us are like, "Yo, I don't want that. They humiliated me. They did all this, and everybody's gonna look at me dumb." You're looking at validation here. This is what I'm picking up. You're looking at validation from man, but let me tell you, if God puts you guys back together, and then He rises you up with luxury, with success, with everything that both of you guys wanted, guess what people are gonna say? Oh my God, only God could do that because it's true. And a lot of you guys, you're meant to really pay. That's why it's important. I'm doing these readings as the energy comes in, and you guys are laughing. You could think I'm stupid or whatever, but look at your vibration. It takes your negative thoughts away. It really puts you on purpose. Because some of us we get intrusive thoughts, and it's not real, especially with Pisces. Man, you could go crazy, and then with like that, I dream of Genie. You do your eye like that, and then you send a pinche negative thing, and he's trying to smash somewhere, and it's not getting up, and that chick is pissed. Mejor go back to your Pisces. You put a spell on his pecker. That's what I picked up. Oh my God. So a lot of you guys pay attention because sometimes God, that's why you need to go and people will be pissed because maybe you guys get back together and then you become a power couple and you teach other people like, it's not worth it. You could if you're a guy, you could be like me and you don't care what anybody thinks. If it gets up, if it doesn't, mine is little, if it's big, you don't care. You love who you are. I love my little pinche huesito, and it does what it gotta do. Look, influence status. When you don't care, and you're straight and you're blunt, nobody can hurt you. There's nobody perfect. If somebody laughs or, oh, no se te paró, you think yours is gonna always no. Women and men have issues, we all. A lot of it has to do with stress because you're worried about what other people think. But I guarantee you, if you're with a person like Pisces, like you remember the first cards that said, I forgot who I was. Like, like when you really find out who you are and both of you guys are in sync, like, man, let me tell you, be honest. If you're a woman, how many have you ever told the dude, no, no, you're not getting nothing? And you're like, you could be naked or halfway and you tell them, I bet you dance, you shake that ass. Have you ever had that person really do it? And if you're lucky enough, that person is matching your energy. They're playful. And then both of you guys enjoy that intimacy. It's very different from somebody just, getting it in there. Parece un pinche horse. A stallion could look beautiful, muscular, and everything. But if you really pay attention, man, it's like not even a minute. The horse is smelling I call with the teeth, and then it gets up there, or a bull, and it's right there, and it's like, what the fuck happened? Or a lion, like, like No, I don't know about you. I want to smell it. I want to taste it and play with it and caress it and jiggle. And I want to hear he. I want to see your cheeks red. I want you to bite me. I want to bite you back. When it's penetrating acá despacito, you feel that little shake that that's the beauty. This is all channel bitches, eh? If you're a man to it, it excites you like for her to grab your balls and you're like, whoa, what are you doing? Espérate, cabrón, espérate. Who doesn't? Look at these cards fill out. For my ladies, like you want to say, like I love you, and you say I love you, and you cry, and you mean it because you feel that release, like I've been waiting for this. Where have you been, pinche rancherito? You little short, dark, infinite 888. Where have you been all my life, That dude probably goes with his ass all fucking scratched up, look like a lion got him. He's running from a lion. Pobrecito, what happened to you? Ay, if you only knew. Yo, you- yes, I agree. Look, and then you're like, you guys are right here and you're checking. That bitch better like my text, I went off. I'm getting ready or something, but we'll be like, oh my God. And yes, see, you like it? Yes, I bet. But in the moment of the passion, you don't feel all those cuts. Your back on scratched up, the back of your head. I don't have no hair, so but on your ass, and some of you ladies, you be digging those nails. We're like, ay, you want that little extra 2 centimeters acá? Saying very romantic and everything. Infinite, you're right. I'm a lover, not a fighter, but when I fight, I love it. Some of you guys love to fight. And look, some of you guys are having deja vu right now, what we're talking about. Yeah, I remember with that person. A good man is willing to please and fulfill his duties, of course. Ladies, like if especially if you have the children and everything, that's why I always coach people, like with even the men. I go, what are you doing, like that woman will do everything you want, but she's kinky like a motherfucker, but you have to be willing to open up. She's beautiful, like it doesn't matter. You have a little bit, I don't know, but some people, they look really like, you're looking at the outside, but you're not looking at the energy. And then I go, compare it to the girl down the street that you trying to mess with. Yeah, she just kind of this, and that. It's not the same as your woman. The one you had kids with, man, she'll fucking choke on it like where she's throwing up. She wants you. The other one wants your pockets. I'm telling you because I fucked up in the past too. Don't think that's how I learned my lesson. So I teach it. I'm not gonna be here saying, it's gold. No, it's sometimes we fuck up as men and even women. I know this other one, and motherfucker is fronting. And then you lose a good person over somebody that lied to you to string you along. We all mess up. We have to we have to admit it. But look, some of you guys right here, money moves. Some of you guys, when it comes to love, once you recuperate everything, because it could be blocking your money right now, your career, you're not performing good at work. If you're a stripper, you're not making money. You're over here, and you're swinging there, and they can notice your energy versus you feeling empowered. Like, tell me or not, Pisces, I'm picking up. When you guys get somebody that's good, y'all go into the office like, bitch, you're not even stepping on the floor, like and they know it, and you're like, I didn't get none, bitch. You look like hasta el chiquilín they got there, or something like that. So Pisces, this is look, broken promises. You're not dealing with that no more. And if you were giving broken promises to yourself, this means that you're not speaking up. Like, like you could be like, Julian, John, I need to talk to you. Or if you could be like, yo, Johnson, Richard, come here. I need to talk to you, Richard. I shouldn't say it like a voice because that sounds like two males. Hi, Richard. I need you to come over here. And then you can set up, talk, open. You know, your person could be going through some struggles. You're like, yo, I know you're nervous. Let me give you a back rub. I saw this in one of those videos and fucking put a rope on top and then step on his back or something. And you're like, fuck, crack all his fucking whistles. You're like infinite, but he can't breathe. Fuck. For a little while, let him suffer, you know, like those breathing exercise. Sometimes you gotta hold your breath so then oxygen goes and you regulate your nervous system. So look, it says booked and busy, but right here we're talking about how many times out of the week do you guys really, you know, really look at it and with your person. This is for my married or long commitments. Before you lose a good thing, look, how many times do you really make time? I mean, you know, they say love doesn't pay the bills, but without fucking love, you're not being creative. Yo, go look at that. Some of you guys, you your creative, your creativity is blocked because of love, you know, unless you know how to use the energy, the anger towards your creativity. But some of you guys, the enemy has it blocked. You're pissed and you're focused over here instead of being happy and doing a craft. Like, yo, like, you know, if you know, you know, you could play DJ. If you look, even when you do that, yourself, because some of you guys, you need to know your body, everything, what gets you, you know, turn on, what excite you and stuff like that. But some of you guys just to bust, you're right there or in chinga and you're not even enjoying who you are. So it's not the same. It's like, you know, that's what I'm picking up. Some of you guys, you know that your creativity is all in your solar plex. See, look, it's kind of dark right now. And this they didn't want me to, I guess, go. Maybe this is something you're hiding within you. Shocking. You won't believe this story. And this could be trip. You're like, fuck, I didn't know Infinite was gonna go there in the dark. Oh my god. But look, for a lot of you guys, see this guy, you when you own your power, for my ladies, oh my god, you're gonna feel so excited. And it's not that you're gonna bully guys, you're just gonna know who you are. And you're not gonna need no pinchy candle magic que, let me get this pecker to pull this person. No, God created you with the light, with this energy for you to know how to harness it. Your body, the way you move, the way you wink, the way you pull his energy. Look, you don't need that bullshit. Mira, he's nervous. Oh my gosh, she's so fucking fine. And it's the energy, the way you move and everything. Oh my God. If you go to the last live that I did, there's a story there of this when the stripper that she came out with Chente, dun, dun, and everybody got up and she was a little chubby, but man, the way she jiggled and everything, like, mm, and it was her energy. And all the ones that were all God with fake tits and everything, no offense, but yo, they didn't have shit on her. This woman, the way she moved, the way her little panecito looked, and the way she rolled like this, like fuck, we were all like this. And the other bitches were mad because she was getting all the attention. Yo, back in the days, look. So some of you guys, look, you're gonna be like, hi, how you doing? I'm Pisces. Who are you? Da, 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 da. I'm not and yo, you're gonna understand, you're gonna be able to read through them. Right? Am I right or not? Soul darkness, I can't see your beautiful face. Look, I'm dark. Pero yes, a lot of you guys, thank you for that. Let me see if I can put it on this side. That song right now that's playing in the back is called Sure Thing. Even when the sky is something like that. So booked and busy, a little bit exhausted from being booked and busy, and I'm just a little bit bone tired. I'm not complaining. I'm just really blessed and grateful. I have been blessed with a man who loves. Yes, and some of you guys, if you're a woman or a man and you messed up in the past, don't take it personal. That was part of our journey to learn. Yo, we all make mistakes. And if your person, if you could save your situation, and it's if you could save, I'm hearing your save your situation and both of you guys are willing to try, oh my God, only God can handle it. That's how you lift up. But if not, because some people are not willing, they rather scheme, and that's their karma to see you moving forward, stable, happiness, having another person. And a lot of you guys could be scared, like, oh my God, I don't know how this person is nervous. Like, oh my God, if we're together, is she gonna be able to stand like when I fart, when I shit? And this is a person secure. Like, yo, if you love me with this energy, you're gonna love the pinche pedos that I throw in the bed, and you know who you are. And this person is could be a little nervous. You're gonna help this person. Your yin to your yang is what I heard. And the good thing is, look, you have life lessons. You've already went through this. So this is you being open. I'm open to receive. This is self-made, but just picture it. This is you on your spiritual journey, and this is you like God directing you. I'm a little shy. I used to be shy, but bitch, you're gonna have to dance for me naked if you want this. And that person's gonna be like, what? And your your energy, your openness changes somebody else. This person's like, you what? You might be grabbing his balls, like feeling him, like, yo, who are you? And he's like, what? I've never had nobody do that. But you own your power. There's nothing more sexy than somebody like I've had a woman do that to me, and I'm like, whoa, wait a minute, espérate. No. And they want to see your eyes. A ver, cabrón, what do you want? Like, yo, and I'd be like, yo, I want you to fucking acá on the way there. Let me see if you can get down. But just the tip, like edge it, bitch. Save some time when we get to the house, cause yeah. And sometimes being blunt and open, is what both of you guys need. I'm not gonna say that soy el más chingón, pero I'm not gonna be holding back. Like, yo, and that's what happens. Like, yo, it doesn't have to be perfect, but the more that you're open and you guys are open to each other, guess what? You both are comfortable. You both are comfortable, and a lot of the times when you're nervous, like, there was times I'm like, I'm mentally ready, and oye cabrón, and he's like, I don't know, está cabrón, se mira, and then when you're laughing and giggling, and then he's mad, he's like, oh, I can't get in, and he's right there, and I'm like, ándale cabrón, no que no, and you have this dialogue. You know what I'm saying? For my ladies too, like I've had some exciting fun, persons that we could laugh. We giggle and laugh. We're like, remember, see, and it's not a quick thing. It's you playful, and guys, some of you guys, if man or woman, if you have an attitude of being like, nobody's gonna want to come. You want to be with a person that is happy and joyful, that it brings excitement. So if you're a man or even the women I'm hearing, like, yo, you have this excitement like this. Look, I'm excited, pues a huevo, you're gonna get people want to be around you. And some of you guys might have this issue that when you start to know who you are, you might have a person intimidated. Well, you might just be out here. No, you're not giving out the nalgas. It doesn't mean you're promiscuous. Now, for some of you guys, yes, but a lot of you guys know you're leaving that and you're honoring your body, and that's why your energy is so attractive. Look, it becomes attractive, man or woman. And there's somebody that's like, fuck, I don't know, will she cheat? And both of you guys could be in this energy. But the good thing is that when you communicate, hey, this is what I want. This is what I want. But are you sure? Because last time, no, no, we're not talking about last time. I'm a new person. And you could be like, yo, I'm nothing like your ex. You don't even know me. But I don't even know you either. You could be like my ex. But yo, I'm willing to, on this journey, to be open-minded. And let's see where it goes. And let's see where it goes doesn't mean like 2 or 3 years later, like, well, I don't know if I'm ready to commit. No, if you want a commitment and you're gonna open up yourself, like, maybe you give it up a month later or whatever, but before you're like, okay, I like you and everything. If I give you these nalgas, I'll be scared. I'll be like, yo, if I give you this little pinche chilito, No, I'm scared. And they're like, why? No, 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 no. Espérate. Hold on. I don't know. You're gonna get addicted. Get the fuck out of here. And I'm not lying. I'm like, no, come on, let me just get the little tip. They want to just kiss the little cabecita. I'm like, no, espérate. I'm being serious. Yo, they tear my pinche pantalones. I'm like, man. I'm like, holy crap. Pinche alert like a motherfucker. Espérate. See, and they want to be giving me a gift. I'm just gonna get the little. You don't even, and that leads to something else. Yo, I'm not kidding. Look, and some of you guys, you could be mad at why? Why don't I attract love? Be playful, be happy, and then this is your shadow. This is keeping you from enjoying life. I think is what I'm hearing. And when you step into, because you could be thinking, hi, I only supposed these are the two only people. But look, let's keep it real. They're saying real and fake. Were you real in that relationship? Were you really your true self? Did that person really bring out who you truly are? Because some of you guys are looking back, I let a real one go, and that's okay. You can put it in the comments. You know what, Infinite? I did. I I lost a real one. And when you can admit that, guess what? God says, oh, you took accountability. Good thing. Now you know what a real one is. Let me put one in your path. And you could be like, God, this could be a real one. But remember, you could also be like, God, this is a real one. But on your divine timing, it could be an exit as well. And you exit with love, not to hurt the person, because that person could be real as well. And they know, both of you guys, like, yo, hasta aquí llegamos. Because God will want to move you to a different city and that person can't leave. And you just have this memory, this experience that on your journey, that was a real one. And that's where you both of you guys change like big time. That's what the journey is about. You came here. Don't let the devil trap you. That's why God, like build that connection with God. Because a lot of people you go to church and you can't do this and that and this. I go to God. And if I'm not hurting anybody and I'm uplifting people and I'm sending them to God and you build that relationship with God, I'm doing my work. If he did it for me, he could do it for you. Because I know for sure, that God didn't create us to come down here and to be, I live, like in a cage. No. When you operate out of love, you'll reciprocate it back. And sometimes, letting go of a person, they'll hurt you because what are people gonna think? And you're like, yo, I think pues, this is where I guess we go our separate ways, but there's people that they're angry and they want to hurt you, and that's not right. We've all been there. We've all hurt somebody, but for a lot of you guys, you were on your spiritual journey, you wanted, and somebody's mad at themselves. How could you have hurt Pisces? Or this could be you. How could I have hurt somebody? And you know what? That's forgiveness. If you can, if you can't, for yourself, maybe for the other person, and learn from it, evolve. See, look, instead of speaking, I can't, they did say, you know what? I fucked up too. I'm gonna tell you from experience. Yeah, I fucked up. But I'm finding a way to express myself. And you know what? God, let him be the one to judge. Your fruit of your labor is something that I've learned. He taught me just a few months. I didn't know what that was, but I thought it was about monetary things. But no, he says the way that I'm changing you, the way I'm transforming you, the way you're gonna express yourself, that tells everything that you were on your spiritual journey. So the person that might have hurt you, they're still here blaming you, but they're actually, really expressing who they are. A person that, oh, they hurt me, they're really talking about themselves. And here you are, you're going to walk on your journey. You're going to say, you know what? I had accountability on my part for whatever reason. Maybe I cheated. I thought it was it, but I had to, suffer the consequences. It wasn't easy. God still punished me, but I learned from it and I move forward and I'm not hurting nobody else. I know what's right and what's wrong, but I know that I deserve love. And I came here to enjoy love. I came here to experience love. I came here to experience sadness, maybe depression, but for a little bit to get that shit out of here and not let it linger within us, that spirit of depression that oppress and all that. Like, get that out of here. And look, there's somebody that's gonna be mad, and you let them be mad. You're like, this is all I wanted in my journey was like, yo, pues if it doesn't work out, you go your way, I go, let's 50-50. But no, they wanted to take everything. And I was like, God, for reals? And God said, don't worry, just go through the process. Yo, so I didn't go, acá. This is what I wanted. And this is what a lot of you guys, even if it's you and God, but somebody thought, because you were releasing with love, but somebody put this alto. You can't have this without me. And that's not good. That's not good. No, you nobody has the right to destroy your life. When you want to exit and you want to do it with love, like, yo, my kids could be their witnesses and prove how I was trying to do the right thing. I took that risk. I, I trusted God, even though it, people say, well, if you were trusting God, you wouldn't have went through this pain. No, it was a purpose behind it. Now I have a testimony that God still, even though I went through all that guilt, that pain, all that suffering, both of us messed up. It wasn't just me, it was both of us. But I chose love, and I chose Him to heal me, to be able to speak out without anger, to be able to help others, like, yo, and help others from destroying themselves in a relationship, because my ex deserves to have love too. Why not just me? I don't want to destroy, if she has another dude, but it doesn't make it right for her to destroy me. I bet if it was the other way around, because I had the opportunity, even though, the priest was like, damn, you could have done dirty, but I chose not to. And a lot of you guys, that's part of your journey, and you're gonna get good love. See, this person is sweating bullets. You can see the honesty behind him. He's a little shy, he's a little timid. You could be a man, and the woman's gonna be timid too. And oh my God, this is the person. And a lot of us go through anger. Oh, they did us dirty. You have your guard up. You don't allow the right person to come in, because no, I'm gonna get them before they get me. No, that's what I'm hearing. Let go with love, and look, trusting in God. And put this, I heard right now, like, put a stop to the intrusive thoughts, Pisces, because a lot of you guys, I'm telling you, learn about your 12th house. It's hidden, these things, and they could get to your mind. Look, and now you're looking at all these intrusive thoughts, the devil coming at you, and you're looking at it like, bitch, I don't care. I love myself. I know my birthright. You go forward. Vámonos. Look, you took off your mask. Look at that light. No. But the moon, look. So, yes, guys, somebody's taking off their mask, somebody that wants to come back. And I'm going to leave you guys with that. Let me see if I can turn the lights on. All right, let's see. We're going to close it up. I'm going to do, I think, Scorpio inside. Beautiful. So, yes, thank you. Thank you. No one has any excuses to destroy no one else's life. No. If you've been through it, you don't even know the blessings you're going to get. Just trust in God. If you went through somebody that tried to destroy you, look, you don't even know the blessings you're about to get. If you let go of anger and just trust. See, I saw the arrow, like, you just trust in God. People are going to see you like this, and it's almost like, why are they like this? Because of God. That's what God wants, all the glory. Yo, if you're catching this is live, baby. Let me see. Is there anything else? Let's see. Pisces, with this card right here, curious. They want you to look at life with curiosity, that Gemini energy, that number 3 energy. Go look it up. Like, get out of here, please. To this people who think that you owe them anything. Yeah, yo, like money's not everything. Yo, money is helpful, but a lot of you guys, you're gonna notice that if people took from you, it's because their insecurity of not able to obtain materialistic things. And then you're over here feeling like, well, infinite, I don't have nothing. They took anything because you're not aligned yet. And when you get your magic back, when you get your who you are, you start to attract your energy. They have it right now because they were insecure. So they left you with nothing. That was an insecurity. That was out of insecurity. Oh, let me take everything from them because I might not have it. See, Pisces, you didn't understand that. So a person that takes from you, that tries to scheme from you, that leaves you like if you're divorcing and they're taking everything from you, that's an energy that is gonna backfire on them. Why? Because it's a lack, that's an insecurity from them. If you're in that energy and you in the past you did, yo, God is forgiving. Say, God, I didn't know it. I saw infinite. And he said that, and watch how he works. Because a lot of people don't know that. That's why you hear that saying, our people perish, for lack of knowledge. God is, God is forgiving, especially when you really mean it. Yo, I just want to enjoy being single for a while. Yes. You want to be curious, right? Put it in the comments. I know you want to be curious, and God knows that. And it's okay because people are, you're delusional. How are you going to be out here being single? Do you not know? Bitch, I'm curious. I want to know who I am. And they want to think you're crazy. You're never going to find nothing, Pisces. Look, your booty's not as big as mine, or you got 2 kids, or you got 6 kids. Who's gonna love you? And they're the ones that are delusional. They're the ones that are insecure. You're the one that is taking the risk on who loving yourself. Like, yo, I deserve love. I deserve to love and enjoy my journey. And this is what keeps you moving forward. This curiosity. That person that talks shit about you, that, oh, you shouldn't do that. No, they're trying to hold you back because they're not willing to take a risk. They don't want you to know that God has something better for you. They're sitting there like, I wish I could be Pisces to do that. Look, they want you like this. They're the ones that are caged, and they don't want you to be free, right? Nobody cares about your sad story. Move along. Nobody cares what happened back in the days. Exactly. Look, nobody cares. And there'll be, who's that? Deanna, like, yo, Sanchez, tell them you've been through that shit. It doesn't get you nowhere. But you know how powerful you could be? Sanchez, like you help other people. You're like, bitch, I went through harder ships than you. And that's what you're meant to go through. Like, yo, Sanchez right there could have went through it. Like back in the days, your mama, your daddy would have whooped your ass big time, and you went through hardships. And you know it. Look, she's like, fuck. Not a lot of people could be able to express their past. They'll shame it, and then they'll shame another person that is helping other people. And then Sanchez is coming up here, and she's like, "Bitch, I've been through it," but uplift them with love. Because people that are gonna shame like Sanchez, they can shame Sanchez like, "Bitch, you didn't go through it," until they fucking go through the same shoes they walked with, right? And that's what narcissists do. They don't wanna admit, so they stay in this negative energy. Oh yeah, fuck. You don't even know. No, it's because they don't know how to love. They don't know how to forgive. Yeah, you grow wiser. Fucking like that Sanchez person, man. He or she been through a lot, and it takes integrity, or it takes strength to really say, you know what, I went through it. A lot of you guys, people will say, oh, this and that, but the way you talk about it, you help people come out of this cage. Some of you guys have people that'll be like, why are you even talking about it, bitch? Because you're helping people get out. Those people that are sit there, oh, you're just delusional. Those are people that they're afraid to come out. They're afraid to come out. They want people to be in this energy. And in reality, it takes a lot to come and tell your story, to be like, yo, I've been through it. And you see it. That's why I have a lot of respect for people that have a platform. I never seen it this way. Or people that help the youth, especially the youth. They need it more than us, because a lot of older people are so bitter. Instead of them using what they overcame as a positive, they'll try to squash people. Some of you guys, like Sanchez, could have been like, you could have had elders like, bitch, get over it. It's not a big deal. And you're like, bitch, I felt I'm the one that experienced this. And they did too, but they learned to shut other people down. Yo, like, nah, no, no one has. You're lucky. A lot of us have, and we're not ashamed of saying it. Yo, we got the ones that experience the falls, the betrayals. Go look in the Bible. Go look and read it. They become the most blessed. So you know what? I'm not afraid to say, yeah, man, I got my ass tore up. They fucking, how do you win? How do you become a winner? By failing, by not being afraid to get back up, not afraid to say, you know what, they got me. But I learned from that experience. And some of you guys, don't be afraid. Like, yo, if somebody doesn't have the experience, yo, let me tell you, even in the hood, there was people that talk so much shit. Oh, they can never whoop my ass. And then here comes this little skinny, smaller guy and whoops their fucking ass. There's a fucking dope dealer acá muy chingón. He got everything in their control until the one that is his right man fucks him over. Yo, if we don't go through life like untouchable, that's only Jesus. And yo, look what he did. So no, we all fall. Even as a kid, we had experience that, yo, some people wouldn't have been able. They're afraid to even speak about it. They can't even live through it. Even the priests that are priests, the ones I know, they're like, pinche cucuy comes out, like they don't know about demons. These bitches out here trying to do rituals on you guys. And then when God returns it back to them, ahí andan, que se los lleva la chingada. And you're looking at them like, bitch, I survived that shit. That's why I don't get mad at people. Like, yo, some people, you're going to be able to read them, especially Pisces, or if you're in this room, you're going to be able to read. And when they talk, you're like, you're full of fucking shit. But that's okay. That's your journey. And you don't have to get loud. Look, because you'll know that inside there's this, and yo, you can get a hug. Te lo puedo meter, no te preocupes. You can be happy, and you don't have to worry. Look, and yo, big money's coming to you. You just gotta surrender. You don't, yo. I've seen the toughest motherfuckers fall big time, big time. Look at what happened to the guy from Venezuela. Fucking U.S. picked his ass up. He was in his. He didn't even get to come. He was probably fucking. The U.S. is coming for him, and they picked him up. Pablo Escobar, biggest motherfucker. Look what happened to big people. And what I say that with respect, because yo, God is in control. I don't know who needed to hear that. Look, some of you guys, you're in this energy. There's somebody around you. They're in this energy, but they don't want to show that. And they're fighting it instead of saying, yeah, you know what? I fucked up. Le voy a dar para adelante. And they're too worried about this. And some of you guys, when they take from you, you're getting this, and they're mad. They're mad. Look, sadness. Why is Pisces coming up? Some of you guys, if this is a sibling, they know they did you dirty. and God will expose them. God will put the puzzles together, especially if they teamed up with your ex. Ooh, Lord. Some of them are dirty because they did the whole family dirty and they don't want to be exposed, but it's not your problem. I'm going to tell you from experience. My sister, ay, anda que se la lleva la chingada. Oh, now she's working acá, 9 to 5. Ahí, ahora, she has to be there. When they tell her, hey, your schedule's this, guess what? And she ain't getting paid. Oh no. That's 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 her karma. And then they try to blame it on you when you're on your path and God is behind you. You don't have to worry about nothing. Nobody, anybody. If God is for you, who could come against you? And if they do, well, they're not coming up against you. They're coming up against God. That's why I tell people, be confident when you're walking on your path. Doesn't mean you're perfect. You could be smoking your shit right here, and they'll be like, he's not of God. Okay, well, give it a try. Or you're a woman. Yeah, that's the Summer Nights, Little Rob. Some of you guys are in that energy, and they hate it because they wish they were there, and they can be, but they choose to be holding on to bitterness. Yes, evil, jealousy, and envy. There's no bueno. Look, like I have a lot of respect with Sanchez. You're a Capricorn. No wonder you're very bold. It's taken you a lot, Sanchez, for you to really come up, and people really want to knock you down, and they don't see your value, and that's okay. Let them remember who you were in their life. Yo, like Capricorns. I love Capricorns. The way that evilness, the sexiness, the your ability to achieve. You don't back down. You live the hard life a lot of us have, and when you love. But the minute you release that anger, oh my God, olvídate, because you're here. Look, Saturn is, I think, your planet, so you have some hardships. But the minute that you look and you say, like, yo, God, I came here to overcome these challenges, and you sit back and you're like, fuck, I've came here a long ways, and you spend that time with God, and you're like, God, you created a fucking badass bitch. And you keep it to yourself, like you giggle, you laugh, like, man, and man or woman, and you really get in that bond, you'll look at your past like, shit, I'm breaking my generational curses. I'm breaking those things that I overcame. A lot of people wouldn't have. They're still stuck. And then you don't even know the influence you have, Sanchez. Like other people, the youth, you could be like, look, I'm gonna tell you, if you do these things, that you're gonna have, and you have to allow them to experience it. It's part of them. But people will be like, yo, you went through that. Yeah, and then still God bless me. Why? Because I didn't take those things to heart. And you could be at one point like, yo, I was like you. It fucking had me angry at people. If a person took advantage of your love, your body, yo, ¿quién no se va a enojar? Who's not gonna be mad? Especially when somebody didn't. When you have parental figures that don't even support, they don't even do shit. I know. What are they gonna think? Bitch, this was me. I was a child, and they don't see that. And some of you guys, when you see and tap into what they experienced, some of your parents went through shit that they don't talk about. Then you'll understand that you can't hate them. They just don't know how to open up. They went through some shit. Some of them were left in Mexico, and the parents left, and they didn't have the visas, and they were too young, and they're alone at a young age. Y'all, some of you guys, you don't know what your family went through, and then you'll start to be like, even though your mom or dad are fucking assholes towards you, you'll be like, man, dad, I love you anyways, and you start to see things from a higher, and then we're the ones that make a change. And some of some of our closest ones, they're just meant to be assholes. Some of us have siblings they don't want to learn, and that's okay. and they're gonna be jealous, especially like Sanchez. You could have like relatives, female cousins, or even your own siblings, even your own parents. They're like, why you? How did you overcome this? They were hoping that you would break, and then here you are, and once you start to display the happiness, oh my God, you're gonna see them envy even more. That's why sometimes we got to get away. Thank you, Sanchez, for you don't know how many people with that comment you really help. We express that, and yo, like you're powerful. You have the ability to change people's lives. You're like, bitch, I've been through that, and guess what? I survived it. Let me tell you how. And don't waste your time on people that don't want to learn from you. You know, don't cast your pearls to people that don't appreciate you. What you went through is sacred, and you know what? Shit, not a lot of people would are strong as you. You know, I like my chat. I don't get to see too many, but if God lures me to it, yo, like it's powerful. Like you stood out at this minute, and there's so many people here that you influence. Like yo, like let it out. If you guys, some of you guys want to just open up and let that anger go outside, yell, let that vibration that you have in your body, like you have hurt, guilt within your body and your cells. That's why the breathing exercises, like if you look into that, like when God sent me overseas to learn about the body, the energies, the vibrations. This is before COVID hit, before my dad passed away. But he was too macho. He didn't, nah, it's a chingadera. What kind of shit are you smoking? He was, you know, but humming, as you're breathing out, that just regulates your nervous system. It helps you just to relax. Like when you breathe in, the breathing exercise where you're holding it in, not only are you like for my guys, not only are you gonna be packing a car, but you regulate for my women too. You have to learn how to let that shit go in your body first. But I'm very thank you for Sanchez for telling us that like yo, you're a warrior, man or woman, and you could be the leader. Like uh, if you're married, your husband could be like, hey, wait, and he loves you that way. Like you're a ride or die. Like if they're gonna fuck with your dude, you're coming right there con chingadazos. And I like that. Like I want a woman like that that is gonna be down. And never knew I was and never knew I was a he knows now he could if you think about him at night and you cry about it, he cries too. If he would have known, oh my God, he would have tore that person up. And you know it too. If he knew that Tina, he would have, and only God knows why, because it could have been bad. Forgiveness, guys, is crazy. I had 10 to 15 gang stalkers coming for me every night. I didn't know if I was going to be alive. Yo, when you have that, when you have like gang stalkers, like don't even pay attention. Don't give them energy. Those people, they're hurt. They if they was just to open up, they would be set free. And the energy you have, your strength, the ability to be, open, it fucking drives them crazy. A lot of it too with the government. Some of you, I'm looking to the sky. Some of you guys, if you've been gangsta, have you ever experienced like the UFO kind of stuff? Put it in the comment. Like you've seen demons or that. If that's the case, then just know that you're meant to Regulate your thoughts and don't allow the intrusive thoughts to get you. You must not fear no one but God. Because a lot of it, the government knows. And guess what? I don't want to talk on this channel about it too much, but you it's almost like you feel they're watching you. Y que este y el otro. If you know, you know. But all I could tell you right now is just know that you're protected. And if they want to watch you dance, bitch, just, you know what? And get those intrusive thoughts out. And once you get into your power where you're like, God is with me, who could be against me? All that shit goes away. You're meant to overcome it in that fashion. So what does fear do? That's of the devil. You're like, oh, they're watching me. So what? You're meant to be watched. You're meant to be somebody on a platform or something. And you have to be willing to step into that ring. And then you'll be like, holy shit, okay. Yeah, they're going to watch you. They're going to watch you. They're going to use everything. You're a Pisces. You have Pisces somewhere in your chart, and it's 9/11 right here. And they're worried because they're going to say, oh, another one made it. Yeah, they're in the fucking pond over here. They're and that's confirmation. They would be up in the attic watching, lurking. Yeah, the demons, right? So when those demons, what guys, if you guys experience that, look, if you guys experience those kind of entities, all I could tell you is like embrace them. And when they embrace them and just be like, yo, you know what do you want? Who are you? And then you're gonna realize that when they send them to you, they're gonna know you. Oh, that's Pisces, and they're what's up, Pisces? And that person who conjured them, they'll go back and be like, bitch, that's you. You're not them, but you respect them, so they won't mess with you. They'll be like, because they'll be like, and then they come to you. Oh, I remember you. What? It's like if your beings here, what's up? I didn't know. Oh, this bitch over here sent me here to fuck you up. But then they're like, nah, fuck that. So they go back and they're like, bitch, why did you send me to this person? Because they know your power. And a lot of you guys could have been in that energy. You could have came as a demon. And here you are. You transform. You're the light. And some demons are like, you could have some people that are angry. Oh, they could be angry because you have the courage to step into your light, like right here. You're not afraid to shine your light. And the other demons could be like, fuck, I want to be able to do that. That you could do it too. You hear the fucking frogs? I've tamed and commanded them now. Yeah. Survivor, good goddess of the moon. And Pisces, you guys with the moon and everything, like, yo, like when you step into your energy, like you let go of anger and you look at it like love conquers evil. You become powerful. You don't have to be a Pisces to know that. Because the anger you have is very destructive, whatever sign you are. There's no doubt you could get somebody back. Anybody with anger, doesn't matter, big, small, yo, anger, evil is powerful, but love is more powerful than evil. The devil just promised you short term. It looks like it's long term, but it's short term. But God, He gives you everything. Like, remember, if you're going through hard times, anybody, whether you're Pisces or not, if you're going through hard times, just know you're not here to live in that energy forever. You're here to let go of it and trust God. Like, God created you. The devil didn't create your ass. God created you, and you're here to experience things, and you have free will. Where do you want to be? What do you want to do? Like, if it's serving you to be angry, all these years. Imagine if you switch to love and you're gonna look at like, whoa, that shit doesn't serve me. Because you will attract other, people with low vibration that are angry, but a fucking group of miserable fucks versus a group of loving fucks. You could be fucking over here a gusto with love. Over here, you're fucking with anger. Like it doesn't even make sense. With love, you can enjoy the love. You know, if you know, you know. Don't let anybody rob you from that. I've been there before. The anger and everything. Especially as a kid, you grow up with, and then you forget about what happened as a child, and then all of a sudden you're meant to be triggered, and then you feel like a late bloomer, but you're not. You just you're you're in perfect divine timing. You're gonna expand and you're gonna enjoy. You're meant to show other people like God is gonna be like, see, this is my child. They were angry all these years, but then they found me, and look, everything that the blessings, they're theirs. Not they thought somebody else took their blessings, but no, I was. If they took that blessing, I had something better for you. You just had to trust, and then they're looking, and it wasn't worth betraying you. It wasn't worth hurting you. You hear that, frog? I'm all the signs. Yes, Sanchez, you're in there, baby. You're in there, and you know how to pull your energies. Oh my God. I will fall and I will start crying and praying. I never stopped believing in God. I've been living miracles. I'm in remission from kidney cancer, and I'm thankful. And yo, grab your hands like this, get them. I see like Mr. Miyagi, and put them back here on your kidneys, and just talk to them. Tell them, man, I love you. Do your eyes like this, like you're bouncing from one to the other, and breathe in and out, and show your body love, your kidneys. Yo, that's what I learned overseas. Yo, and Jesus wasn't playing. Yo, tell your organs like this, and then release it. Shh. All the negative, just picture yourself, your feet are grounded to the root, and release that, because the kidneys is fear. Go into YouTube and research the kidneys. What are the sounds? What holds what, or you Google it. What emotions does kidneys hold? Anger, fear. Like your liver has one purpose, your heart has one, your your um your lungs have another, but fear, it's your kidneys. You gotta check it out, and then you start to release that. Yo, you start to age backwards. You start to release all that negative energy. You're holding it in. We're all energy. Yes, I did Reiki classes. That's helping me. Yes, and just you changing your energy to love and happiness. No matter, they have. If you have people in your life that want to be angry and mad because you pulled back and you're doing you, let them be. They have a choice. Some of them are mad because they want to do what you're doing, but they don't want to take the risk. They want to settle, and that's their choice, right? It's not your fault that you're on your journey and you chose. You had to suffer, and now, like they were laughing, Pisces is suffering. Look at pendejo, pendeja. And then when you reach, like you climb, like your Capricorn energy climbs to the top of that mountain, and God is right there. Like, yeah, I knew you would make it, because God is not gonna do the work for you. He's gonna be right next to you. Might whoop your ass a little bit. You're not going back. And then you start to man, you just experience it different. Who's ready for Scorpio? What do you guys think of Scorpio? Scorpio is the number 13. La 13. That's what I'm hearing. Look, the bottom of the deck. Divine masculine. I'm Scorpio. This is the energy of the underground, the power, the mysterious. Like all the water signs, all of you guys fucking mysterious. But Scorpio, hold on. It's like I'm hearing, bitch, I can love you better. I can show you better than what I could tell you. Powerful. Yes, a couple of weeks ago, I was sick for 3 weeks. I thought it wasn't. Lucky number 13, mine too. Make high fever. that I almost passed. No, you're too strong. There's one thing like, yo, don't be afraid of death. Like I'm not afraid. But a lot of people, that fear is what gets you. But I'm glad may God continue to bless you and move forward. You're gonna be a testimony for a lot of people. And be cheerful. Like, man, when that death guy, with the little chicadera comes and is coming and they're like, we're looking for Pisces, and then Pisces is over here dancing. Bitch, you got the wrong household. You need to go somewhere else. No, they told me right here Pisces lives here. No, bitch, I'm too happy. the, the demon's going like, God, no, too late. They're not angry no more. They're not mad. Okay, well, shit, let me scratch you out, and they move on. And you come to earth to live, to have joy and happiness, yo. You don't want that pinchy, what is it, the death guy or whatever it is, coming towards you. No, he, he as a matter of fact, like when he came to me, even at younger ages, man, we were partying. Hey, you want a line? Échate una línea, güey. Órale, for reals? And he's like, man, God's not looking. Y ahí está. Y andaba partying el cabrón. Hasta la pinche cape se quitó. Feo like a motherfucker. Let me throw this OG Kush. Andaba volando. And he had a good time. He's like, fuck, I got the wrong address. And then he took off. God's like, what happened? He was too happy. That's my boy. That's my boy. Let him go. Vámonos. So look at life that way, And people could be mad. Like, there was people that were like, how do you get away with so many things? Because I love God and God loves me. That's it. And you don't have to explain it. They could be like, no, but you're this. Yeah. Nobody leaves this world alive. Too many close to death to give up now. That's right. Tina, you got that right. That one. What is it? You got 111 with that 173. That's like you're ready for new starts. Like, yo, you don't give up. Fuck that. I'm like a cat. Tango. Siete vidas. Me too. That's why we purr. That vibration. When you get around, like, fuck, they can't catch you, right? Vámonos, you're here and then you're there. Like, I'm watching you, bitch. Man or woman, you're like, what? Every move. All right, guys. So thank you for your time, for your likes. And I'll see you guys in Scorpio. I'm going to do that one inside because it's too dark out here. All right. And whoever enters the room first, I'll give you guys answer a few of you guys' questions if you have any. Oh, my. All right, guys. Thank you. All right, guys.